Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Control Alt Simulate. We are back today with some more American Truck Simulator. We were going to be doing something else, but the game that I was planning on doing, it's a pretty big game. The Our gaming PC here doesn't like to run the game and push a stream, or at least even try and push a stream. So we aren't doing that until next week. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be converting this over to a dual PC streaming setup. So what that means, guys, is we're going to have one PC, the one that we're currently running to play this game right now, and also push our feed and our camera and everything over to you guys over at Twitch, YouTube, Kick. We're using one PC to do both things right now, and for a game like this, it's not too bad. For some of these newer, bigger games, it's taxing, and the computer really doesn't like to do it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to basically link this computer to another one, and that other one, all it's gonna do is just run our streaming and our webcam software, and then push this feed or that feed from that computer over to Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So that should hopefully help alleviate some of these crashes. It definitely can't hurt, guys. So that's coming probably next week. We might get that set up over the weekend here. We do have our new steering wheel is going to be showing up here tomorrow. So it's going to be ready for Friday's stream, guys. We are super excited about that. So we have some big changes here coming. Right now, I am still trying to work out a good camera angle to show you guys this wheel as we're doing it. That's coming. I think I'm gonna have to get another newer camera. What I'm trying to do isn't working because my software doesn't recognize that one, so it's a little too old. So we might need to get a new camera. I'm not really sure. I don't feel like I can zoom in far enough with the other one to really make it effective. So we'll see, guys. But one way or the other, we are going to have a camera coming to highlight the steering wheel, all of its functionalities, and its actual operation, guys. Because this thing is going to be super neat. So let's go ahead and take a look and see where we are. I know that we were pretty far along on this load. Let's take a look at our map here, guys. We are in Cleveland. So yeah, we did pretty good. I don't remember exactly where we picked this up from, but I want to say it was somewhere over in this general area. Now we are going all the way over here to Bellingham, Washington. That's about as far north in Washington State as you can get, guys. Right up there on the Canadian border. So other news with this game, real quick. They have officially announced that they are working on a Canada and British Columbia expansion, which means that they are going to be connecting Alaska, guys. So with Alaska, I am willing to bet that actual winter weather and not mods is going to be coming to this game sooner rather than later. And that, guys, is going to be super duper exciting. It looks like we have a random guest that just stopped in. Oh, no, it's just my assistant dropping off a drink for me. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. All right, guys. So, like I said, they're going to be actively working on the British Columbia expansion up here. That's going to be coming after. I'm going to say that's probably going to be after Illinois and Louisiana and South Dakota come out. We might not even see that until maybe after North Dakota, Minnesota, and possibly Wisconsin. So it might be a little bit before that British Columbia expansion comes out, but they are actively working on it, guys. So this map is just going to be ever expanding, and that's super cool. So I'm actually really looking forward to possibly getting loads going up to the north end of Alaska doing that ice road thing, guys. That could be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get back up onto the road here, guys. So we parked at a Kenworth dealership here in, I believe it was a Kenworth dealership. Yeah, a good old K-Dub dealership here in Cleveland, Ohio. We're going to get back out of here and jump back up onto the 90. And guys, we're just taking the 90 all the way up through Chicago here, across the Wisconsin border, where it then becomes the 90, 94, and then we just stick with 94, and we take that all the way over to Butte. No, I'm sorry, over to Billings. Billings, then it turns back into the 90, and we're taking that 90 all the way in up to the 5 and taking the 5 all the way up to Bellingham. And this is, guys, this is right off of the interstate. This is one of those dream loads that you never see. So let's get it going here, guys. So we're going to key on, engine on, parking brake off, in gear. Let's take a quick look around here because I'm not sure exactly where we're sitting. Got to move my keyboard over a little bit. There we go. That looks like our exit over there. So let's get her going, guys. So how's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday afternoon? I am doing pretty well myself.
Turn left.
Slept pretty all right. I did forget to plug in my phone, so luckily I had enough battery on there that my alarm went off.
Beam 16. Said tired, but good.
Yeah,
16.
I understand that one. Quick.
Welcome to Control Alt Simulate.
Welcome to the stream, bud. Good to see you back. Yeah, I understand that one. So I woke up and
turn left.
I had 7% on my phone. Well, first I couldn't find it because it was in the bed with me, which is why I kind of forgot to turn it on or plug it in, of course. You know what, guys? Before we jump back up onto this highway here, we got a garage here that we can get. Check that out. I didn't even see that on the map last time, guys. We're gonna grab that garage and we're gonna go in that little question mark over there, one street over to the left. We're gonna grab that on the way back out too. That should be a recruiting agency, I think, guys. So that'll be kind of nice. Just give us another pool for to pull drivers from, and we're gonna get some good high quality guys in here. Yeah, we're just waiting on this light to change. Here we go. Let's go, Mr. Mustang. All right. Looking left, looking right, making sure nobody's gonna try and run that light on us. That happens too, guys. Alright, now we're going to be banging this right-hand turn right here.
Turn left.
Oh, good thing the Mustang moved too. We didn't want to wait, guys. Alright, we can go. As long as we got that turn signal on, we can make that right-hand turn through red.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Alright, now we're going to grab this garage right up here.
Make a U-turn when possible.
Make this nice wide sweeping turn up into here.
Never mind.
There we go.
I'll find a new route.
Quick Beam 16.
Let's buy
Said
this
I
garage.
can hear your AI talking. Your game audio has an echo to it.
Okay, thank you very much. Give me 1 second and I will correct that. I think we need to mute this one. All right, guys, can we still hear the game sound here? Let me switch back over to the game right quick. Couple of blasts of the air horn. Can we hear that? That should have fixed it, I think. All right, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that I don't know what happened, but some settings got reverted back to default when we opened up our streaming software this morning. So it was it wasn't picking up any game sound for whatever reason. I'm not really sure what happened there on any pickup device. Because I have a couple of different ways to that I have on here to capture game sound, depending on what screen we're on, and what we're doing, and what game we're playing too. So nothing was picking up any type of game sound, guys. So it was kind of weird. Hey, Chase, how you doing, bud? Good to see you back. So what we're gonna do real quick here, guys, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade. While we're here, we're just gonna go ahead and upgrade this this garage.
Finding a new route.
Oh, very nice. Another Lambo here, guys. So Chase is our modder friend of the stream. He's making all kinds of drivable cars to use in place of the trucks. There is a new game mode
Never
coming
mind.
here where you're
I'll
going to be
find a new
using
route.
small cars. You know, like the vanilla DLC packs are going to be you know, like Mustangs, some F-150s, stuff like that. And they are it's going to be focused more on doing small package delivery from city to city. So it's going to be like time sensitive kind of type things, I believe. So we're actually really looking forward to that coming out, guys. That's that I think that's going to be pretty cool. Ooh, very cool. See, I am definitely looking forward to that. I would love a snowman truck mod. That's what we want. We want the snowman truck mod here for our W9. All right, no, we don't need to go up into this garage. I got a little lost in what I was doing here, guys. There we go. Yeah, so Chase, we were just talking about that a little bit before you joined the stream, man. I believe that they were going to be making the push up to Alaska shortly following that. But I think it's going to be a little bit before BC comes out. Now, what I am kind of wondering, and what I'm really hopeful for, excuse me, guys, is I'm really hoping
Get ready to turn
that
left.
with the Alaska and British Columbia push, that we're gonna get real weather here. You know, where we're
Turn
gonna get
left.
actual snow and not mod snows, where it's just snowing all the time and it's like, you know, snowing in Miami. You know, where it's just when the mod is on, it's on all the time. There is no
Get ready to turn left.
dealing with it. You know, so that it's cool to see it, and it's kind of funny to
Turn
see
left.
Miami in the snow. But yeah. Oh, you know what? We forgot to go and grab that recruiting agency, guys. Whoops. Listen to the GPS lady. I knew better. Dang it. So yeah, I think it's gonna be cool, but I don't think
Reconvene.
British Columbia is gonna be coming until probably after.
Keep left.
Man, I would be surprised
then
if we
turn
saw that
left.
before we saw North Dakota. To be completely honest with you,
Turn
South
left.
Dakota's coming soon. I think they're gonna drop North Dakota before British Columbia comes out. That's my prediction. I think the states, the individual smaller states like that, especially something like North Dakota, there's really not much up there. It's pretty empty. I think that would be one of those ones that would be fairly quick and easy for them to get through. So I do believe that we're probably going to see British Columbia after we see the state of North Dakota. So, but either way, I think it's going to be super duper cool, and I'm actually really
Reroute.
looking forward to that. Driving through Canada
Get
could
ready
be
to turn
very
right.
cool, and if they do actually push up to Alaska, yeah, like I said, I thought that was a recruiting
Turn
agency.
right.
If they do push up to Alaska, it would be really kind of nice to see if they do something with the weather system, and not only do something with the weather system, make the snow
Get ready to turn
actually affect your traction on the roads. I think that would be super duper cool too,
Turn
guys.
right.
All right, we are clear left. We can make this turn. There we go. All right, now we're gonna get
Get
back
ready
up
to
onto this
turn left.
this road here, guys. We're gonna jump back up onto the highway. Just a couple of quick little detours. You know,
Turn
if
left.
you're nearby them, might as well grab them, right, guys? And since we did, we got a garage out of it. And that's always good. Whoop. I'm sorry about that, guys. I forgot to mute my phone. Oop. There we go. Alright, we're going to bang out this left-hand turn here, guys. We are on our way back over to the 90. Trying to get out of Cleveland and trying to get out of Ohio and through Indiana and Illinois. We're going to see how far we make it on this break, guys. I think we're going to make it to probably Wisconsin from here. We should be able to make it to Wisconsin from here. In real life, that is a fairly doable task, depending on your traffic going through Chicago. And as long as you take the toll road, you should be able to make fairly close to Cleveland from
right,
let's say Madison.
and then exit right.
As long as you got good traffic, it shouldn't be too bad.
Exit right.
Man, guys, I'll tell you right now, wearing this white sweatshirt here while driving here at night, I got so much glare on my screen from this hoodie. That's crazy. All right, we're gonna merge on back over here onto our interstate. We got a 70-mile-an-hour speed limit, so let's go ahead and get our cruise control set up to 72, 73. We like 73. We got our big 6 1/4 cat, king of the hill motor, yanking this load with our nice Polar 18 speed with the built-in retarder. Guys, I am super excited for Friday's stream because we are going to have our new steering wheel set up. We are going to be swapping this thing over from an auto shifter over to an actual 18 speed. So this is going to be super duper cool, guys. So this is actually going to have all the switches that we need to run everything on the truck, guys. This is a purpose-built steering wheel, pedal, and gear shifter setup. And other neat little thing with that, we're also going to wind up getting a copy of European Truck Simulator 2. So we're going to be trying and checking that out too, guys. So I know that I inadvertently have some DLCs for ETS2. They wound up being part of different bundle combinations and this, that, and the other to get as many things, as many DLCs at a time for as little as possible with as little overlap as possible. You know, because a lot of these bundles will have they'll have like 2 or 3 common items that are across, that are the same thing across all of them. You know, so you wind up buying that same item, again and again and again. But when you're doing that, you're also saving a ton of money. So you're really only paying when you look at the cost of everything. You're paying for that same one, and it might be 75 cents. Like I'm willing to spend $1 to throw $1.50 and buy the same product over and over to save 25 and get these other 12 things that I didn't have. So some of these things, some of these bundles has some ETS downloads in them too. I have no idea what we actually got. So we're gonna find out. That's gonna be a nice little blind reveal there, guys. So we're gonna find that out. We might be doing swapping between European Simulator and Truck Simulator throughout the week. We might do European Monday and American Friday. I'm not sure yet, guys. We're gonna take a look at it. Other neat little thing too, depending on where we get our. I believe that they had, if I remember correctly, I think that they had right-hand drive trucks, guys. So driving on the wrong side of the road. So like Great Britain. Now I believe that they had those in there. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I do know that our shifter is. Yes, lorries. Yes, there you go, lorries. Known as lorries over there in Britain. One of those things that I believe that they have the right-hand drive trucks. So our shifter is actually set
Go
up
straight on.
to do right-hand drive as well. So we might. I have never driven right-hand drive, guys. So we might try that, and if we do, I'm gonna go into it blind, guys. We're gonna do this and learn this together. You know, I think that could be a lot of fun. I've always wanted to drive a right-hand drive vehicle. I've just never quite gotten the opportunity. So this is the next best thing, you know. So we'll try that. I know that ETS2 is definitely very good. It's very well maintained. They're actively working on DLCs and updates and actively supporting the game just like they are with this. And other little bonus too, ETS2 is going to be a little bit more accurate as far as locations, signage, speed limits, stuff like that, as opposed to ATS, which makes sense. SCS Software is not a American, nor are they a North American company. They are absolutely European-based, just like most simulator production studios are. I can't think of any off the top of my head that are based here in the United States. It seems like a lot of them are coming out of the Scandinavia region, Germany, Netherlands, Poland, stuff like that. Well, I guess you could say that Escape from Tarkov is a bit of a simulator, and I believe that's Russian. That's a survival simulator. When you get down to it, it's still a shooter, but it's a survival simulator. You know, you're just trying to scavenge and find gear and weapons in a post-apocalyptic world, and then you gotta kind of exfil from that area without getting caught or getting killed by other people that are trying to scavenge stuff. So it's not necessarily a King of the Hill situation, I don't think. Not as much. I do definitely want to check that one out. Man, that's two chat bots or spam bots in the stream, guys. That's pretty quick. Oh, hang on a second here, guys. I gotta swap something over here back over on this other screen. Give me 1 second, guys. I started doing that when we were having the issues with the sound. There we go. All right, guys, we're back. Oh, we need to slow down. We must be in Indiana. Indiana has a 65-mile-an-hour speed limit on all of their highways, all of their roads. So let's go and check that map, guys. And like I just said, we must be in Indiana. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look while we're here in our map area and checking on stuff. Let's go ahead and check on our two company drivers who like to race each other, Astrid and Adalbert. Hey, check this out, guys. We got a bunch of drivers of ours right here on top of us. Okay, so we got Dominic here. He's pulling a tanker with anhydrous ammonia. We got Spencer here. He's got ethane, so that's probably a tanker as well. He's going over to Portland. And then we have Christina here. She's got fireworks going over to Coos Bay, guys. What is up with Coos Bay? Is this, guys, does anybody know anything about Coos Bay for real? Is this like a pretty major freight hub? Because we have 3 drivers that are going there now. So that's kind of neat, though. We'll have to keep an eye out for our 3 company drivers that are right here on top of us, guys. We'll slow down. Let's see if we can get them to pass us. So it looks like Astrid and Adalbert are right on top of each other now, guys. So we got Astrid is going back to McAllen with some insulation panels from Coos Bay. And Adalbert has another cooling tower. Guys, that seems to be Adalbert's signature load, is these cooling towers coming out of Coos Bay to McAllen. Wonder what they are actually being used for down there. I haven't actually seen these cooling towers, so I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure that we have. I just don't know exactly where exactly it is. So it also looks like the colors. Do the colors mean something? The colors have got to mean something. Maybe it's what garage they're out of. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that can't be that. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what the different colors here mean. Whatever. Oh, you know what, guys? We forgot to get our garage here loaded up with some trucks. So we should probably do that, huh? We'll give Lincoln here some business. All right, so we're going to go ahead and find our fleet configurations. So we're not going to give him that truck. That is Adalbert's signature truck right there, guys. It even has his name up there in the windshield. So we're going to just go ahead and load these guys up with what we got right here. So we're going to send these over. Oh, guys, we have... Nope, okay, just this one. So it's just this garage we got to fill up. I forgot that we had done the Pittsburgh garage, guys. That's my fault. There we go. All right. 2. And these are at $250,000 a pop, guys. It's a good thing we have plenty of that money. Now, what's crazier is that we had set up some trailer combinations that we were sending over to one of these garages. I don't remember which one it was now, guys, but the trailers setup was more expensive by like a significant amount than the truck was. Now it might have been doubles. We might have been setting up some Rocky Mountain doubles, and that could have been why. Oh, that's right. No more garage space. All right, so we got to get some drivers for these guys here. So for these trucks here. Now let's take a look out of Cleveland. All right, so we got Martin here. Martin, I like it. You got some distance built up. You got a good rating right there, bud. I'll give you what you're asking for here. I'll pay you this crazy $52 million per delivery. We can do it, guys. These loads are paying out insane amounts on their end too. So we'll go ahead and say, Martin, you're hired. We're gonna go ahead and put you in truck number 1. So we got Fleming here. Fleming, he's got some just-in-time stuff here. We're gonna go ahead and grab Kathy first, though. So let's get Kathy. Kathy, you're hired. Now, Lazick. I like Lazick here. He's got some distance built up. He's got a pretty sweet haircut, guys. Let's go ahead and say, Lazick, you're hired. Put you in truck 3. All right, guys. Now, we're gonna go ahead and grab Fleming here because he's the next one that has the next best rating here, and we want that means he has a little bit more experience. So we're gonna go ahead and say, Fleming, you're hired. All right, guys. Now here's the question. These two both have the same rating. They both want the same thing. She can do some high value stuff. He can't. He's got the fragile stuff and all that. They both have the just in time. They both have the distance. What should we grab? Should we grab the high value or the fragile? So is that Caitlin? Catalan? And Thomas J. So which one here? Yeah, I was kind of thinking high value too. Those tend to pay more. Like, don't get me wrong, those fragile loads they will pay out a little bit better too. But those fragile load or the high value loads, those tend to pay out a bit more. And yeah, then that kind of exhausts. Well, we don't have any more garage space, so that doesn't really matter anyway. But we kind of ran out of good applicants there. All right, guys, we are back on the road again. We are just cruising across Indiana on I-90. Now, I haven't made it through Chicago yet on this game, guys. I kind of grew up in the greater Chicagoland suburbs, so I am really looking forward to seeing how the Chicago looks, the Chicago kind of city looks on this mod. Now Chase was telling us that there is another city mod for East meets Midwest, I believe it was. I kind of dropped the ball on that one, guys, and I'll be 100% honest with you. I completely forgot to look it up and go and test it and try it out. That's my fault. We're gonna go ahead and try and get that done either tonight or tomorrow. And then we also need to, well, tomorrow our new steering setup's showing up, so we're gonna have, I wish that I could just unbox, well, not necessarily unbox, but hook up and have it set up and ready to go and use it for the first time on stream. Unfortunately, I can't do that, guys. I do need to test everything on this thing, make sure everything works, all the buttons work, there's no damage and stuff like that. This is kind of an expensive thing, and I don't want to take any chances here. We're gonna do some light testing on it. We're talking 15 minutes, just make sure everything functions. That's all we're looking to do, and we're gonna actually for real drive for the first time with that on Friday on stream, so that's gonna be really exciting. I'm going to see if I can adjust our camera, our forward-facing camera right here, when we do get this, and I'm going to see if we can adjust like some of the angle of it. I'm going to see if I can't get this up a little bit higher up and kind of point down a bit more, at an angle here towards us, so that way we can kind of see the steering wheel, at least see the steering wheel, because guys, this steering wheel is big. So I'm looking at I have a Logitech G920. So it is the force feedback. It's a racing setup. Nice. It's a really nice setup. Great for racing. Not as great for doing regular driving stuff, so doing like truck driver simulators or bus simulators, which is absolutely something we are going to be looking at once we get our steering wheel set up in and we get used to it. I have done some bus simulator on console a little while ago, or well, I say a little while ago. It's been a bit. But I have actually done that, so that's going to be pretty cool, guys. Especially with our steering wheel setup, I know that it's compatible. We already looked into that, so that's going to be super duper neat. Oh, October Sunrise, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Good to see you back in the stream and in the chat. How are you doing today? So, like I was saying, guys, we're gonna go ahead and try and get the camera lifted up a bit higher, so we can get a good view, like hopefully a top-down-ish view of the steering wheel. Now, I know you guys can't see this because my camera will auto zoom and keep me focused in the center of the screen. But like I said, we're going to be changing a little bit of those settings here, and we're gonna try and get it up higher. But the steering wheel setup that we have right now is it clamps to our desk, which is pretty normal if you don't have a steering wheel stand. but this wheel sits almost vertical like this, right? So, like I said, great for racing. Now, when you're trying to do large vehicle maneuvers and doing a bunch of large steering wheel turns and turning, having this vertical steering wheel like this, not awesome, guys. It's harder to do backing movements and stuff like that because this is a vertical wheel, and it's harder to spin this thing like you actually would, right? So our new steering wheel is going to be sitting at, instead of sitting up like this, it's going to be sitting way flat like that, like it would actually in real life. So we're really looking forward to that. Oh, here we go, guys. We are coming up on our exit. There we go. How we doing, Tara? Good to see you in the chat. Everybody say hi, Tara. Woo, came in really hot there. Really, really hot there. That was almost bad, guys. We almost rolled that truck.
Exit left.
All right, guys, we're gonna merge back on out into I-90. Now, I believe what we just hit right there was the 90 and 80 merge. Yes, it was. The oh, I'm sorry, not the 80. Yeah, the 80-90 runs together. It's the 80, the 80-90 and 94 merge. That's what we just hit right there. And then we're gonna shoot right across here. This is I-65. 65 goes down to Indianapolis and all the way down here to basically Nashville. It doesn't go into Nashville. It goes, I believe it does actually just go into the Beltway. It doesn't go through. You have to take the Beltway around, and then it comes back down around the outside here. It goes all the way down over here to Mobile, Alabama, and then it finals out there. I don't remember where it goes. I think it where does it go up to? I think it just goes right up here. So it's two dead end highways. It doesn't like it. This one doesn't lead anything, and the other one dead ends over there at down in Alabama. Or was it Mobile, Alabama? I think it was. Yeah, it was down there in Mobile. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump around this guy here. Let's go, SUV. Pick up the pace. If I'm catching up to you and you're trying to pass somebody and we're going up a hill, that means that you are going too slow. There we go. So, like I said, guys, our steering wheel is going to be sitting way more flat, like it would in actual in real life, and this has a lot of the different control buttons that we want. You know, so I'm not going to need to use. I basically won't need to use the keyboard anymore, outside of maybe a couple of items here and there. Obviously, like I still need to use my my keyboard for my hotkeys for the camera and changing scenes and stuff like that. But as far as gameplay goes, guys, that keyboard's pretty much done. I won't really need to use the mouse too much either. There's a nice little thumb joystick on the left arm of the center of the wheel there, where it goes from the center out to the outside of the wheel. That will control all of our camera, and it will and it's on a joystick, so joystick cameras are nice and easy to use. And then we can recenter back to center here with just a click. So it's going to look a lot more fluid than just these snapping movements like that, guys. Because trying to use the mouse, you know, to look around like this, you know, and then, you know, you still got to, you know, still got to get it recentered, because you can never get the mouse free look to center back up. You know, it just, you never can. It's always a little bit off.
Right.
Whoop, there we go. Good thing we stopped, right, guys? All right, he's gonna let us out. Thanks, buddy. We're gonna throw him that little four-way thank you. That was real nice of him, because that's I will tell you guys, like, it is kind of a pain to get up in and out of there, guys. Oh, looks like we just got a new follower over on Kick. All right, guys. So, in case you didn't know, we are multi-platform streaming now. We are running live on Twitch, obviously, since you guys are here watching on Twitch. Or most of you guys are here watching on Twitch. We just started pushing over to YouTube and Kick, and I believe that was on Monday. I'm pretty sure it was Monday. We will try, and we're trying to get up to the requirements with Facebook to do Facebook Live game streaming. For whatever reason, Facebook is really weird with their game creator pages. You would sure think that they would want game creators to stream on their site, because you know that makes sense. Oh, check this out, guys. I've never actually seen the street sweepers on here. That's super duper cool. All right, so here we are in Chicago. All right, so this ain't bad. This ain't bad.
Go straight on.
Now we do have looks like a Peterbilt dealership over here coming up on the right. Let's take a quick look at the map here. We might even have a garage somewhere. We do have a garage, guys. Check that out. All right, so I'm thinking that we go grab this Peterbilt dealership, then we see that, and then we go up there, and then we leave. That way we can grab all three things, and we'll get a nice new garage. We can grab some new drivers too. That should be with a nice new recruiting agency. So hopefully we can get some good local candidates. 'Cause that's what we want to do. We want to get some local guys here.
And then
we're gonna go and make this right up here. Oh, this. Oh.
Turn
this
right.
was not a turn lane. Not a turning lane. That's all right. We're just gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Since our this camera car next to us doesn't want to let us back over. Which is the most Chicago, like, I will tell you right now, guys, like, so the AI being real a-holes and just cutting you off and stuff like that, that is the most accurate thing that they could have done for Chicago drivers, guys. They are...
Turn left.
I will tell you from experience that for any singular place in a city in the United States, Chicago is the absolute worst city to drive a truck in. And like, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Chicago is the worst place to drive a truck in, and it's not the city, it's the traffic, and it's the other drivers. They are just crazy aggressive. These guys will they will run down the shoulder at like 100 miles an hour to try and get around you when they can clearly see that there's like a stalled vehicle in that shoulder lane coming up on them, instead of just, you know, getting behind you and, you know, going with the flow of traffic. They're crazy there, guys. I've ridden motorcycles through there, and guys, I don't really get scared driving or riding very often. It takes quite a bit to scare me, and I was terrified riding through parts of the highway and all that going through Chicago. It's insane there, absolutely insane. So, you know, the aggressive drivers in this game are the ones that'll just cut you off, you know, because they're you know, they're an inch ahead of you in the merge.
Turn right.
Even though they're merging into your lane. Yeah, that's 100%. That's exactly what it's like to drive in Chicago, guys. 100%. All right, there we go. We're gonna bang out this right-hand turn. So we already grabbed that recruiting agency. We're gonna jump up here. We're gonna grab this garage real quick. So Tara, how you doing today?
Go straight on.
Hopefully everything's going well. And everybody else, Good to see everybody else in here too. We do appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's day is going well. You know, so I definitely, like I said at the very beginning of the stream here, guys, too. I definitely screwed up and forgot to plug in my phone last night. So I woke up. Luckily, I had just enough battery on there to make it through the night and run my alarm in the morning. So I woke up and there was 7% battery on that phone.
Let's find a new route.
So that was almost a little bad, guys. Because I definitely was not wanting to wake up this morning. But that's all right. You know, I went to bed a little late here, guys. I was trying to... See, look at that, guys. Look at our truck rolling backwards. That right there, that's exactly why we normally set our parking brake before we go and do something like that. Whoop, did not mean to shut it off. That's all right. We are going to pull up in here real quick just to get up out of the road. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this garage real quick here, guys. We're just trying to build our empire up. So as we come across these garages, if it makes sense, and it's fairly easy to get, we're going to go ahead and upgrade them. Or I'm sorry, not upgrade them, buy them. So Chicago's our only small one. There we go. We're going to go ahead and upgrade our Chicago barn.
Recomputer.
There we go. All right, guys, and like I said, it's all the same building. So once you've seen the other cutscene once, you've seen it a million times.
Never mind. I'll find a new
route.
route.
So before we take off, we do need to get some drivers into that barn. And then we're going to fill that barn with some trucks. So we are going to go ahead and pick up Hansa here. You're hired just because you are the most qualified candidate at this point. So, all right. So we got 3 hazmat drivers right here. That's excellent. So we're going to go ahead and grab you because you definitely have that that high value load there. I'm going to put you in there. Steve, you're hired. Ida, you have hazmat, you have fragile, and you have some good fuel economy right there. You're hired. We're going to put you over here in the Chicago barn. Let's see. Milos, you have that hazmat. You have some distance. You're hired, bud. We're going to put you over here in the Chicago barn as well. And, all right, here we go, guys. So, I think it's going to be Lucas. We're just going to call him Lucas, because I don't know how else to pronounce that. So, it's just going to be Lucas here, guys. We're going to grab him because he has distance and he has some high value load. So we're going to grab that guy. Now, we're going to go back over here. We're going to grab some more trucks real quick. Services, truck dealers. Nope, we don't want no Peterbilt. We're going to grab that one from this one over here that we just visited. And since they were so kind in letting us sleep there in their parking lot, we're going to go and buy 5 trucks from these guys. Boom, you get a truck. You get a truck. You get a truck. You get a truck. And you get a truck. Okay, so I am actually kind of curious here. Let's take a look at our driver managers, or our driver manager thing real quick, because I am kind of curious, who is our top earning driver here? So these guys have not delivered a load yet with the mod running yet. So they were out in the middle of the road, in the middle of a trip somewhere. Well, since we started the mod, they haven't grabbed something new yet. I think that's what's going on here. But these are all, no. Yeah, so I don't know then, guys. It's gonna be. I'm curious to see who's gonna be our top earning driver here. Because right now, our top earning driver in the company, period overall, is Spencer T out of our Pittsburgh garage, guys. He's making $26,302.73 a mile for us. Now again, that is with these mods running. So realistically, Astrid making $17.27 a mile for us, guys, is phenomenal. I'm not really. I guess that her loads must be paying considerably more than Adalbert's coming out of Coos Bay. So we might look at getting Adalbert a different trailer here, guys. Or we might, what we could do, we could upgrade his trailer and we could make him a super duper heavy load kind of thing. That'd be kind of neat. All right, so let's get back out onto the road here, guys. So we're just going to go ahead and pull on through here. Ooh. Our truck stalled or died. I'm not really sure which. I don't know. Well, I mean, it could have stalled, but I don't know why it would have. We were on pretty flat ground there, and, you know, we got this big heavy-duty motor and the good transmission to paired up to it. There's not really any reason why it should have stalled. I don't know. I don't know. Don't question it. And since we're here and the fuel is free, let's go ahead and top off our tanks. Oh, we need to... That's right. We got to set our parking brake. We're going to put this in neutral. Shut off that motor. Let's top off these tanks real quick here, guys. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't show you the how much fuel you're actually putting in when you're here at the yard and doing it. It's because it's free fuel. I wish that it would show. It'd be nice. All right, so we are full tanks. We're going to key on, engine on, parking brake off, in gear. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go and pull back out onto this road here in Chicago. All right, now we're going to be making this left-hand turn up here, which means we're going to have to wait on this stoplight, so hopefully this thing changes by the time we get there.
Turn left.
On. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Got that Dodge Charger out of our way. So I love how it's real car models without them being real car models that they're using here, guys. You know, so it's clearly, you know, like we clearly have seen Mustangs and Teslas and stuff like that, but there's no badges, you know. So the new game mode is going to be officially licensed. Has 2 officially licensed DLC vehicle packs, and it's going to be Ford and Dodge. I guess Chevy, they didn't want to contact Chevy, or maybe Chevy just didn't want to play ball. Who knows? You know, it could be a variety of different things here, guys. But either way, it doesn't really matter. We got 2 good American car manufacturers or vehicle manufacturers that wanted to play ball. And they have some pretty sweet. Oh yeah, absolutely. So I can't see nothing right now because I have so much glare on my screen right now because of this white hoodie right now, and because it's so dang dark. Yeah, see, it's still thinking that we're in a there we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, just high beaming everybody. That way we can actually see a little bit here, guys. It's a little dark for me. That's all right. Okay, so we're going to get back on up to 70 miles an hour here. We're going to set our cruise for 73. We are going north. So let's check our signs here. Now, we are not going to Milwaukee and Green Bay. We are going to Minneapolis. Bye, St. Louis. Oh, what? Where's a speeding violation for 3 over, guys? For 3 over. Get out of here. That's ridiculous, guys. Nobody gets stopped for 3 over. Boo. That was a good hiding spot, though. I didn't even see him until we were, it was too late, though. So I will give him that. You know, like, in reality, yes, I you know, if you're driving a truck, you can, if you get stopped for something else and they clock you at 3 over, yeah, you're probably going to get that ticket too. Commercial trucks and commercial vehicles, they get a little bit more mad about the speeding thing. So we do have an ad break running right now for all of the non-turbo members. I believe it's Turbo. I think it's Twitch Turbo, and I think Discord is Nitro. Yeah, I don't know. I just say Premium. You know, it doesn't have to have some stupid name that you know, like, well, what's that? All right, guys. Let's take a look and see where exactly we are. All right, so we're going to be crossing the Wisconsin border here. Now, in reality, this right here would be Madison. I'm a little surprised that they don't actually have Madison on here, with it being, you know, the state capital and like the largest. I think that Madison is actually the largest city in Wisconsin. I think Madison is bigger than Milwaukee, but everybody knows Milwaukee because it's just north of Chicago. And there's, you know, pro sports teams. A couple of them, actually. So, you know, that's... But like I said, I think it's a little funny how they don't have it. All right, so we are going to be, let's set our cruise to 72. Since we got a ticket at 73, absolutely ridiculous. You know, we haven't seen a way station in a minute, guys. We crossed a bunch of borders without seeing catching a way station. So kind of curious. When are we going to catch the next way station? Ooh, I wonder if we're going to catch one coming up into Wisconsin here. All right, now we're trying to get around this Heartland Express here. Now, so like I had said earlier in the stream too, guys, if we do wind up having a problem with the stream, just kind of hang out for a little bit. All it is, it's a game crash, and it kind of locks the computer for about 30 seconds or so until it kind of figures out, hey, the game is screwed up. I personally, I think it's something to do with trying to run the game, the cameras, and the streaming software on one thing. So this weekend, I think this weekend, me and my buddy, who is my IT man, are going to get that set up and figured out, and hopefully that should alleviate a lot of our game crashing issues. I think it's a lot of things running all at once. You know, I have like right now, I have obviously the game running. I have the camera muted right now. And I turn that on and off periodically. Oh, we need to slow down. We must be over the border here. Yeah, we must have just crossed that border into Wisconsin. Yeah, we did. And we're coming up on a speed limit change going up through. I'm trying to point at the screen like you guys can see exactly what I'm pointing at too. That's funny. We are coming up on a speed limit change coming up here, I believe. So it's gonna be 65 through pretty much the rest of Wisconsin until we get back over into Minnesota. I believe Minnesota should be 70, maybe even 75 going across it. It's been a minute since I've cut across there, so I don't quote me on that. But I do think that doing the dual streaming
Go
setup
straight on.
is going to be is going to help alleviate a lot of these game crashing issues. So me and my IT guy are gonna try and get that figured out this weekend. And either way, even if it doesn't fix it, it's definitely not gonna hurt. So we'll be able to stream some bigger games too, besides just ATS and ETS. If ATS works and streams fairly well on here, then I know ETS does as well. They're about the same kind of build. But we're talking, bigger games like what Quickbeam was just asking, Farm Simulator or Flight Sim. Yes, so we do, but I need to do some system modifications before we can do some Flight Sim, or before we can do some Farm Simulator. Farm Simulator in particular is a fairly... Oh. Okay, so one of our drivers couldn't find a job, apparently, wherever he was at and delivered to, and returned empty. And it cost us $195. No big deal. So Farm Sim in particular, believe it or not, guys, it's actually a very, very demanding game on your system. There's a lot of things for your graphics card to process and then visualize. So you got to think about it like this, guys. It's not like with a lot of other games. It's populating whole fields of individual crops, because when it populates just a blanket looking thing, it looks bad. So it's going to go ahead and populate as many individual crops as far out as it can, so it looks realistic. And that's a lot. There's a lot of visual demand on that. Plus all the different moving parts on all these different tractors and farm implements and toolbars. It's a pretty demanding game. We are absolutely going to be doing that. I just we got to switch over to a dual PC setup. So that's going to be coming too. Flight Sim, I have a decent enough flight setup or a control setup for that, and it's already hooked to a cockpit kind of thing, or a stand. That is going to be something that I definitely want to do the dual PC for, and just for the plain fact that the game itself is very small. It's only like 16 gigs or something like that, because it's just base files. Because the entire thing is like streamed. You stream like pretty much the entire game. So I would really like to not try and pull all of the 90% of the game data to visualize on that PC to turn around and then push right back out in a even bigger video file. It just I don't want to do that. So we're gonna do that with our dual PC setup as well. So we do have we are gonna have some pretty cool stuff once we get that dual PC setup going and fine-tuned. And that's I'm gonna tell you guys right now, there's probably gonna be some issues. So we're gonna have some growing pains with that. So we just need you guys to bear with us. It's only gonna get better. Now with our new steering wheel setup tomorrow, guys, that's coming tomorrow, guys, I am planning, like I said, I am planning on having a another camera angle for that. I want to get something that just shows just that, you know. So I think I have a camera that I can use. I just got to figure out a way to mount it somewhere where it's kind of out of the way, and but it's still showing over my what I want is I want something over like my right hand shoulder that that kind of points down. So I just got to figure out a like a rigging or something like that to hook it onto, so I can just kind of position it like that, and hopefully I can get that thing to zoomed in enough to where you guys can actually see some a little bit of detail. That camera is a bit old and it's not very good, so you know that it might be we might be getting another really nice camera. And if we do, that's all right too. We have some pretty. Logitech has some pretty slick softwares for their streaming cameras. What we can do, what we can actually do with it is we can do a picture-in-picture, guys. We could so our webcam screen, our webcam can actually we can have a small little picture-in-picture down in this corner here. We could split it vertically. There's a bunch of different things. When I need to get some other equipment to really, because I am not good at remembering hotkeys. What we're gonna do is we'll actually we're gonna get something to where I can actually switch between cameras. You know, so we can do full size screen with the steering wheel and all that setup when we're doing backing maneuvers, or when we're you know trying to take off in from a yard and it's kind of tight, or stuff like that. You know, so there's gonna be plenty of different ways to do all that, and different reasons to show you guys the specific setup. The one thing I do know about this new setup is the pedals apparently are not super duper awesome, and I have carpet on my floor, and unlike most pedals that you can get, these don't really have a carpet solution. So it's pretty much smooth and it will slide freely on carpet. I do have a plan for that. But what I'm going to try first, I'm going to try and get our Logitech pedals that we're currently using to work on that. Because while these aren't the best, they I don't have the feelings that other people describe with those pedals. You know, a lot of people say that the brake pedal on this new setup is a little numb feeling, and the clutch is a bit weird, and they don't really like that. But the gas felt all right. The biggest complaint really was you know, the smooth bottom for the carpet. So our Logitech pedals already have a carpet solution. Yeah, 50-pound dumbbell, that might work. What I'm gonna try first, I'm gonna try and use our Logitech pedals, because I know, like, our Logitech pedal here, our brake pedal is that being said, it is set up for racing. It is a racing setup. Okay, so way to put on your turn signal there, guy. Like, I don't know why you just hit the brakes like that. Man, he must be drunk, guys. We're in Wisconsin. All right, we do need to find a rest stop here soon. And it looks like we got one coming up right there. So we're going to go ahead and grab that, guys, because I know we have a break that we need to take very shortly. 2 hours from now. We are 45 minutes out from that rest stop. Do we have another one that's a little bit further, or is there a garage here? There is a garage here, guys. So we're going to stop. We're going to stop at this place right here. So that way we have plenty of time in the morning to run around here in Minneapolis. and grab this new garage, and then we can, and that's going to be a nice, easy little trek out of there, guys. That ain't nothing. Let's see, how are we gonna get in and out? Yep. So we could do that, or we could just loop up over here and back around and bang, and then loop back out. I think that's what we're gonna do. That way we can kind of avoid some more of this downtown-ish area here. In reality, guys, if we were cutting through here, there is no freaking way that we would be taking 94 through Minneapolis. We'd be taking the 494 around or the 694 around. One or the other. It doesn't really matter which. But yeah, you generally don't take the highway that goes straight through the city. There's a lot of traffic on that. You generally want to take your beltways around, guys. So we are going to go ahead and grab that right there after we take our break over here at this rest stop. So we are just down the road from that. It does kind of suck that we are on a nighttime shift schedule here, but that's all right. We can get that corrected here. We just got to get this load there on time. That's what we're looking for here. And look at that, guys. We have like a 4-hour and 10-minute delivery window here, like where they're expecting it between Wednesday at 5:20 and Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. That's a wildly specific window for this game. Like normally it's like a day. You know, you have like a 12, 14-hour window. So that's kind of funny. A little odd. How much further we got? We got 30 more hours to go. I think we'll make it. I think we'll make it. And even if we don't, guys, you know, whatever. It's not the end of the world. What do we even have? We have office supplies. Guys, it's just office supplies. You know, we're not carrying you know, pacemakers. It's not that serious. All right, we're gonna merge on over here. Get into this right-hand lane. This rest stop should be coming up any second now. Yeah, there it is. It'd be really nice if these guys would hold one consistent speed, though. What we'll do, we'll just set our cruise control and let our adaptive cruise control just kind of hold our distance for us. Oh, there's that rest area anyway, guys. All right, we're going to take this rest area exit right here. There we go. Look at that. We even have a nice little cat scale right here that's our not cat scale cat scale. 100% supposed to be a cat scale right there, guys. 100%. Like, without a doubt, it's supposed to be a cat scale. All right, let's see if we can get this spot right here to register as a spot for us. Not sure. Doesn't look like it. Yep, not this one. It's really weird that only certain parking spots register as parking spots, guys. That's something that I would really love them to look into a little bit. All right, so we need to put this back up into forward gear here. Oh, guys, I cannot wait for this shifter. Now, it has been a minute since I've driven an 18 speed. I think that's all right. If you know how to drive a 13, then you know how to drive an 18. There we go. All right, we found our parking spot, so we are going to go ahead and throw that in neutral, put that parking brake on, turn off that engine. Let's take this quick 10-hour break. And there we go, 10-hour break done. So we're going to go ahead and key on, engine on, parking brake off, put it in reverse gear. Let's go. Now, in reality, guys, lazy truck drivers are the ones that nose in. You don't do that. You know, you shouldn't be doing that. It's a bad idea. That's how you you hit somebody or hit something. You know, do it the right way and just back the darn truck in. You know, like that's how it's supposed to be done. All of these spots are designed to be backed into. You know, so that was something that always used to drive me nuts, was these drivers that would nose in, you know, all these other places. Now here and there is one thing. You know, real late at night, you have a there are certain spots where it's a bit more acceptable. You know, so if it's one of these things where it's straight, you straight down like an aisle. You know, that like where you can just literally back straight up, you know, and if you back straight up, you're still in that big main aisle. You can back up for, you know, 600 yards, you know. Okay, that's one thing. But these ones where you're like not, where you're across the aisle from other spots, guys, don't be backing or nosing into those. You know, then on top of that too, like these angled spots, I got blocked in by a flatbed one time. Man, where was I, guys? I was
Get ready.
oh, I was like
right.
I was in Milwaukee. Yeah, I was in Milwaukee. I was at I don't remember. I think it was the Petro that's right near there. And yeah, I woke up and this flatbed had nosed in, and it was one of these angled spots. So he nosed in, and the back of his trailer, there's no way I could have gotten out of there without clipping my truck or his trailer. You know, and either I was going to hook his trailer with my truck, or I was going to hook his trailer with my trailer when I started to make my swing out. You know, it's like, come on, dude.
Exit right.
You know, like, dude, don't be lazy.
Right.
Here we go. So this is Minneapolis, guys. Actually, this looks pretty good.
Right.
This looks pretty darn good. I like it. Look at that. Yeah, some industrial right there.
Rerouting.
I'm not seeing the dome. Not seeing the dome, guys. Now, I don't think we made it up to Green Bay. Have we made it up through Green Bay yet, guys? I don't think that we have. We have not. So I am really curious to see Green Bay. We do definitely want to go and check that out. There's of course a big, old, famous stadium here. One of the oldest stadiums, continuously active stadiums in the NFL. Oh, Emma, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Big truck crash recently. Think they said the driver was on drugs and slammed into a bunch of cars. Yeah, unfortunately, that is absolutely something that does happen. And truck crashes happen all the time, guys. It happens every day. In this case, you know, driver being on if they're thinking the driver was on drugs, then obviously it's going to be his fault. But I will tell you guys from experience. I was driving trucks during the pandemic. So when all of you guys were ordered to stay home and, you know, not be out driving around the roads and all that, the amount of vehicle crashes plummeted when you guys left, when it was just the trucks out on the road.
And then exit
because
right.
trucks weren't hitting other trucks. Trucks weren't, you know, having problems, you know, when it's just us. It's when we had it's when we have all you guys in the small little cars that don't. It's not necessarily your fault. You guys don't really realize that trucks can't stop super quick,
right.
or you know, you're sitting in my blind spot, and not, you know, all the mirrors in the world aren't gonna you know, make me be able to see you. You know, so yeah, when all you guys were off the roads, there was next to no traffic accidents on the interstate system, and that was something all of us noticed, and that was definitely something the federal DOT noticed, because that was like the first time that it ever really happened, and they, you know, so they didn't really expect there to be too many changes, but yeah, like there was next to no crashes on the interstates during the stay-at-home orders when it was just the trucks out there. Because we know how to drive around each other, and we know what each one of what it's like to drive one of these trucks. So we act accordingly around each other. You still get road rage with the truck driver to truck driver. That absolutely happens. It's even worse if the two of them both have a CB radio. Like they'll. So it's kind of like lobby chat in like, guys. It's if you guys are old enough to remember like the original Modern Warfare pre-game lobbies with voice chat. It's a whole lot of that when you have people kind of road raging at each other on the CB. You hear a lot of I like the term gamer words, ones that if you say on social media or live streams will absolutely get you canceled and banned.
Finding a new route.
You hear a lot of that when you got these guys that are raging at each other. So it's honestly, guys, it's hilarious to hear it. Because a lot of these guys are actually really funny too. They just got some just talking bad smack. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny. I always thought it was hilarious. All right, so we got our garage purchased here. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade this location real quick while we're here, because might as well, right? Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't set our parking brake. There we go. We don't want the truck to start rolling backwards again. That was a little embarrassing, guys. Especially as a former truck driver myself, I mean, like, I generally am pretty good about setting the parking brake, guys.
I'll find a new route.
It does happen, every now and then. You just don't think about it. Something distracts you from your regular routine, and then boom, that's it. So if you're a real routine-oriented kind of person, which I myself am, any break in your routine, oh man, it really screws you up. All right, so we are going to go ahead and grab a new truck from a Kenworth dealership. Let's grab it from my home area here of near Emporia. Unfortunately, so we do actually have a Kenworth dealership here in Wichita. I was just there over the weekend because I was trying to get some pictures. Unfortunately, it's not featured here. So we're going to get it from the next closest one, and that would be Emporia. So we're going to get 5 of our fleet configured owner-operator spec trucks that are going to go to our Minneapolis barn here. There's 1, 2, 3. Man, it sure would be nice if we could not see that window pop up each time. All right, there we go. We got all 5 of our trucks. Now let's go ahead. It's a new day, so let's see if we can't get some new drivers. Yep, we got a little bit newer pool here. So we got Danielle. Man, all right, well, you got Fragile. Let's check. Let's see. All right, you know what? We'll give Thomas a job here. We're worried that if we don't, he might come back and talk to us. We don't want that. Have some forceful negotiations, as the Jedi call it. We'll go ahead and give Istvan. Istvan, I guess. I don't know. We'll give him a job. Let's see. Now there was Ryan here. We'll give Ryan. Ryan, you're hired. Nope, we're gonna put you in truck 3. There we go. Agnes, you got some distance on you. We'll give you a job. You're hired. Truck 4. Now let's see. What do we have here at the very back? Let's see. We got Elizabeth. We have Arthur. Daniel. Well, you have high value. How do you pronounce that, guys? Is that Yona? Iana? I don't know. Yona. We're just gonna call her Yona. So Yona, you're hired. You are the final hire here. There we go. All right. So all of those drivers all have their own trucks. We're not getting trailers quite yet. We're gonna hold off on that for a little bit. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and just pull on through our garage here, and then we're gonna get back on out the road and get the heck out of Minneapolis. All right. Now we're gonna swing. So other really nice thing too, guys, this new steering wheel setup. Our current steering wheel is a 900-degree wheel, so it is from left lock to right lock, 900 degrees of rotation. So that means that on each side we have 450 degrees, so that is one full turn and 1/4. So it's not much. So you could say that the wheel is a bit more sensitive, I guess. Or, yeah, I guess a bit more sensitive. Our new wheel is an 1800-degree wheel, so we are going to have 900 degrees of rotation on each side. So it's, what is that? I think that's 2.5 full turns, guys, each direction. So that's going to be considerably better. It is also force feedback like our current steering wheel, so we like that. That definitely kind of helps with different road conditions. I know that bracket reach thing. Those roads over there were rough. That was pretty bad, guys. Oh shoot! Hang on. I just popped the microphone stand off the desk again. Give me 1 second here, guys. So I think that's going to be something else that we address this weekend too, is a different mounting solution for our microphone. Because I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely tired of this thing popping off this stand or off this desk. All right, guys, I think there we go. We should be looking a little bit better now. There we go. All right. Yep, I just went to move it a little bit closer to me because it felt a little far away and just whoop, popped right off. I don't know. You guys probably heard that pop sound, or the bass kind of jiggling around there. So sorry about that. So we're just waiting on this. There we go. I was gonna say we're just waiting on this red light here. I know it sure seems like it seems like these red lights are forever long on this game, guys. But you know, it's in reality they're actually a lot shorter than a lot of the stoplights that you sit at in traffic in real life. The difference is that you are playing a game or you're watching a game, so it feels like it's 10 times longer. Because it's not real life. It's something that you're interacting with. You know, so it's weird. It's one of those mind games or mind tricks. All right, so we're gonna pull back up onto our interstate here. There we go. Now we're gonna try and get merged up onto this highway here. All right, guys, let's see that poll, baby poll in that chat. Minnesota does do a whole lot of those really, really steep and short-ish on-ramps like that.
Get ready to exit right.
There we go. All right. Now we need to get back up to speed here, guys. Now we have a 70
Exit
mile an hour
right.
speed limit, so we're going to set that up to 73. We're going to try and get the heck over to Bellingham as fast as we can. We are still 1,700 miles out, 28 hours and 49 minutes according to the GPS, which is going to be rapidly dropping as we pick up our speed. So I think what I need to do, guys, I need to make some slight modifications to my desk. Where the microphone base clamps onto it's the frame for the desk that holds the desktop to the frame is like right there, and it's kind of catching part of the mount, but not in a great way. So I think what I'm gonna do, I gotta look at it. I gotta look at it again. But I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna cut the frame right there, because it's screwed into the frame. So if we cut a piece of that frame out right there, it's not like the whole thing's gonna fall apart and just become a like, you know, about as stable as cooked spaghetti. It's not gonna be like that. We shouldn't really lose any stability, and we honestly, guys, we might have to do that anyway up on the front of the desk, depending on how deep that shifter sits and mounts onto the desk. And oh, I didn't even think about that, guys. We might even have to do that for the steering wheel too. Didn't even think about that. So either way, I got the stuff to do it. I got the know-how to do it. You know, so it's not really that big of a deal, and we can always add additional frame supports later on. But I'm really not that worried about it. It'll be plenty strong, plenty stable. Otherwise, the other thing that I was looking at, I was possibly thinking about getting a fold-up steering wheel stand for this. I found a couple that if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get something cheap to try out just to see if I want that to be unhooked and pulled away and all that. It's kind of a pain, guys. Having it fold up on the stand and all that, it's it does cut down considerably on the setup time, but then you still got to run the cables, and with it being force feedback, it's also going to have a external power source. So not a big deal. I have the plug space and I have all that, but it's just more stuff, more cords you got to rehook up and rerun. You know, so not sure if we're going to want to do that, if we're just going to want to hard mount this thing straight into onto the desk or not, which that might be an option too. We might just I don't know. This wheel is also considerably bigger. Let's say I think that this G920 is like, I don't know, a 10-inch wheel. That other one is like 18 inches, something like that. It's way more true to life size. So that's gonna be nice too. Now I believe that we can adjust the force feedback with that. So depending on how we have this thing mounted and how secure it is, that's the other thing too, guys. You can it can be mounted, pretty nice onto the edge of the desk here. But if you're trying to do high force maneuvers, it could still pull it off of that desk. So we, depending on how securely and well it's mounted to whatever surface we're going to use, we might go and get ourselves a nice little steering wheel knob. I had to think of the proper term, not the slang term for that. We're going to go, we might go and get ourselves a nice little steering wheel knob that spins, so we can spin that wheel just like we would in real life, guys. Because that will make making the backing maneuvers way better. Yeah, I think Quick Beam, I think you knew exactly what term I was thinking of, and I didn't really want to say that one. And using the other terms for it, so yeah, those steering wheel knobs, we'll see if we can't get one of those, and see if we can't get this thing mounted up pretty nice. I know it's again, new equipment means new problems, so growing pains, guys, but we're gonna get it figured out. You know, it's just a matter of adjustments and trial and error, just like pretty much anything else, guys. So we might get lucky. We might have everything just work the first time. Don't count on it. I don't count on it. That's not usually my luck. You know, it might take a couple of reconfigurations to get it to where we like it, but we'll get her there, guys. All right. So where are we? We should be. Are we out of Minnesota yet? I don't think that we are. We are not. So we are going to be crossing the border over here. Once we see I-29, that's when we know that we're in North Dakota. And that is Fargo right there, guys. What is that? That is a recruiting agency. Oh, and another garage, though. I think we're going to skip the Fargo garage for right now, guys. I think we're just going to try and truck along over here, and we're going to try and make it over to Glendive. Which there is nothing over here in Glendive besides this Drake car dealership and whatever that is right there. You know, then Steeler and Gallon Oil, but there's nothing that we need over here. Let's see. There's probably not one over here in Mill City either. Oh no, yeah, there is. Yeah, there's one right there in Miles City, right next to the Farmer's Barn. All right. Let's see. We've been to Billings, and I believe that we have that. Yep, there's a garage right there we did not pick up yet, that we might go and try and grab. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see, guys. So we are still 1,584 miles out, 26 hours and 52 minutes. We're going to keep her going. So here we go. Now we want to go ahead and get around this guy right here. He is going to be slowing down. See, there he is. We're already passing him. We're already catching up. We'll kick this up to 75 just to try and get around him here. Yep, another forward air truck. All right, now we're going to try and get around this container truck right here, then we'll kick it on back down to 73. We're not trying to do ticket day. We might do that next week. So that's the other thing too, guys. I'm gonna have to start looking at European Truck Simulator mods now. So that's gonna be fun. Hey Chase, are you still here in the chat, bud? If you are, do you have any ETS mods out there? Let us know in the chat. So what do you guys think? You guys want to see some European Truck Simulator? Like I said, that was it was pretty well done. Last time I had looked at it, I think that I had played European Truck 1, the original. I believe I had played that, and I hadn't gotten 2. But it was pretty good. The first one was pretty good, from what I remember. So. The second one is the most current, obviously, and it is the European counterpart to ATS. So it is the currently most supported one, and they are doing a lot of support with that because it's also their home region. So I want to do some of that. I don't know about you guys. You guys want to see some European Truck Simulator too? Let me know in the chat. So we are just trucking along. I know this is super duper exciting cutting across these areas right here, guys. This is what it's like in real life too. There ain't JS to look at. Yep, just chug it out along here, guys. It is, so that's the other thing too. Once you get into like North Dakota, or I guess into like western Minnesota, in the region that we're at right now, it starts getting pretty flat. Now the winds through North Dakota, holy cow, guys, those winds are insane. What's going on here? Not a detour. All right, not a detour. Just a slight accident on the right-hand side. And we got this cop right here. Get out of the way.
Go straight on.
All right, we're going to go and grab this right-hand lane here, guys. Let's get our cruise control set back to... We'll drop it down to 72 just because we got that cop right up there. I don't think that he can give us... I don't think that it'll register a ticket if we're still behind him. But once we get up just past him, he might grab us then. Okay, so our speed limit just changed up to 75, so we are obviously in North Dakota now, guys. So, like I was saying about North Dakota, those winds across North and South Dakota, it's both, guys, but North Dakota is definitely worse.
Go straight
Those
on.
winds across North Dakota are so bad. So, I remember it was winter-ish, not full-on winter. So it was still cold. There was some snow on the sides of the road, or really in the like in the fields and stuff like that on the, off the side of the highway. But the roads were clean. We had really bad winds coming. I was dealing with a super bad headwind as I was heading out west, and it was so bad that as I was trying to use like the windshield wipers to clean the windshield, so I was still getting like saltwater spray, so there was wet spots and stuff like that. Trying to clean the windshield, that headwind was so bad at 75 miles an hour that it almost ripped the whole wiper arm off of the truck. The blade got picked up off of the windshield, and it got hooked to the outside of the windshield. So like that column and that pillar right there in the center of the screen right there, where the door and the windshield kind of connect, it got hooked to the outside of that, and it was, oh man, it was bad. It was really bad. And I remember the truck was, we weren't even heavy. I wasn't even heavy that day, and like I only had, I don't know, grossing out at like maybe 70,000 pounds. That's heavy, but not that heavy. Not heavy enough to where the truck should really struggle that much to keep to maintain speed with a little bit of a headwind. But at that day, or that trip in particular, yeah, I was struggling to hold 75. I think I wound up kicking it down to like 72. 72, it wasn't struggling as bad, and I was getting like an extra mile and a half per gallon. It was crazy, and it's not like these trucks get like 20 miles a gallon, guys. I mean, like these things are getting, you're lucky to see like 9 miles a gallon, and you're doing really good. If you have a bigger motor that doesn't have to work as hard, there is a tipping point with bigger motor, better fuel economy. So this was the case with the mid-2000s F-150s. There was two different V8s in there. You had the 4.6 V8, and you had the 5.4. The 5.4, even though it was a bigger motor, got way better fuel mileage because, although that it was a bigger motor that uses more fuel to operate, going down the road, it required less fuel to maintain the same highway speed as the 4.6, and it had to work harder because it's smaller. So, with that idea in mind, the bigger your motor, the better your fuel economy should be at highway speeds, because it's basically it's using very little fuel to maintain it, because it makes a ton of power. There is a tipping point to where you start losing fuel economy because the engine is so big and requires more fuel to run. Now, what that tipping point is, guys, and how to figure it out, I have no idea. That's a scientist kind of thing, and that ain't me. Alright, so we just caught back up to that state trooper up here, guys. Now, he's speed 2, so it's going to be a little hard for him to give us a ticket. And we're just going to ride behind him like this. Let that cruise control do its thing. Oh man, guys, I am definitely looking forward to the weekend. I don't know about you guys. I don't have much planned yet, other than doing stream and setup maintenance. So we're gonna probably get. I think we're probably just gonna do it this weekend. That way, you know, me and my IT guy work at the same location, but we work opposite shifts from each other. I work second, he works third. So it's a little harder to try and coordinate doing stuff together as far as fixing things and doing diagnostics and test runs and stuff like that. So that's usually what we reserve the weekends for. So we're definitely gonna be doing some maintenance and some setup maintenance. We're gonna get that dual PC thing set up. I believe that my other PC, I just looked over and wound up hitting that car, guys. All right, so we're gonna tuck it behind. We rubbed him. We didn't have a traffic offense or an accident charge, so we just rubbed him a little bit. I looked over and you know, it just happens that fast with this, guys, especially with this wheel where I have, you know, very little turn movement to it compared to how it should be. So that's gonna be nice too, guys. So we should have a little less of these lane departures, you know, accidental lane departures. So like I was saying, I do believe that that my old PC should be good enough to take our video feed from here and throw the overlays on it, run our webcams, and push it over to our platforms here, guys. It was a pretty okay build back in like 18, 19. It's got I think it's a 1070, NVIDIA 1070 in that thing, so maybe it's either a 1070 or a 1080, I don't remember which. It's been a while since I've really looked at it. We're gonna drop our cruise control down to back down to actual 75 here. We're gonna get around this cop because he wants to do well under the speed limit here. Let's set it up to 76. Let's see if he tries to give us a ticket here, or if he's gonna speed up. Yeah, perfect for release your suit, Larry. Man, I haven't heard the name of that. I haven't heard that name in a long time, guys. That's one of those adult games right there, or it can be if you do it right. All right, so we're gonna skip the Bismarck barn right here for right now, guys. We're just gonna keep on moving on. If there was another spot to grab, you know, a dealership or a recruiting agency, we might have jumped up over there. But we'll be back across here. We'll get that garage. Not a big deal. Now I do believe we did just discover Bismarck, so I think that we can actually go online and buy that garage. Now personally, I like buying them in person. It's just a little bit more authentic. You know, I'm not just going to go and buy some building online. All right. So yeah, with that dual PC setup, guys, it's going to be slick. I think that should be plenty to just run camera and streaming software. It should be running. I mean, like, so I used to stream VR games. I had, well, still have an Oculus, like an original Oculus setup, and I used to stream a VR game. Well, two different ones. One called Standout and one called War Dust. War Dust was kind of like Battlefield in VR. And Standout was PUBG. That was PUBG in VR. I really stuck more to the Standout side of those two games. I wound up being I peaked at it was I was somewhere in the top 200 in the world when I was doing that. I wasn't playing it very often. My location for that was not awesome. This was back in when I was living in Arizona a few years back, and I had a second floor apartment with a second floor loft in it. So the ceiling of that was the roof of the apartment building. So all the time it was like 85 degrees up there in that loft, and that was the only real spot that I had to do it with. 'Cause you need a bit of open space there. So I could never, I couldn't play up there very long because it was incredibly hot. But yeah, I wound up peaking out somewhere at in like it was well inside of the top 200. So I would say I was like semi-professional at that. I was streaming that with this old PC, so I was streaming that, and I was running overlays with that as well. I wasn't running a webcam though. I will say that running the webcams, it's especially with the software that I'm using to blur my background and stuff like that. Just because I don't have a very nice background right now. We are coming up on a traffic slowdown. We are going to be doing some other modifications to our office here to kind of make the background a little bit nicer, hopefully. That's the plan, at least. That's going to be a little ways down the road. But in the meantime, what I am planning, I'm still planning on getting this picture where for our background, instead of just having it blurred, we're gonna have a nice truck interior. That's the plan, at least. We gotta find that truck, and I gotta get time to get down to a dealership to actually do this on a day that they're open. So I know I am off work on November 11th, which is my birthday. Coincidentally, I did not take vacation off. My birthday is on Veterans Day. My employer is letting us all off work for that day, so I might be able to go and get that picture done this weekend or on that day. I know my girlfriend is supposed to be. She said that she had the day off, that she took vacation for that day, so that's going to be awesome. So yeah, me and her, we might go make a little field trip over to Wichita, Kenworth again, and see if we can't grab a good picture of the inside of a W900 like what we drive here on stream, guys. Yes, I know my employer does. It is not a federal holiday anymore like it used to be. It used to be a straight up a federally observed holiday, like back when I was a kid. So like schools, I never had school on my birthday, which was totally awesome for the most part, until you remembered like, yeah, but then like you're also not having like the birthday treats in school on your birthday, which kind of sucks. But you know, I would much rather not have the treat on my birthday, the little snack or whatever it was. I would much rather not have that on my birthday and just not have to go to school on my birthday. That was super awesome. And then that stopped sometime when I was in high school, I think. It was like my sophomore, maybe my junior year, and I graduated in 2005, guys. So sometime around then is when the schools kind of stopped observing it. Banks still do, but yeah, my employer does. Beam, you should take a look at your employer's scheduled day off. It's normally posted. My place, we have a bunch of TVs around this place, so they like informational board TVs. So instead of doing like pin boards, they just do a digital slideshow. And yeah, that is absolutely one of our posted days off is Veterans Day. So yeah, quick meme, I would definitely take a look at your posted days off for your employer. We do have an ad break starting here in just a few minutes here, guys. So those of you non-turbo or nitro or whatever it's called members, we will be right back. We'll still be streaming and still playing. Oh, I'm aware. I'm aware. That's it was more for everybody else that that doesn't work where we work, man. All right, we're gonna drop this back down to 73 because we must have just crossed the border. Oh, we did. We're over in where is this? Montana. All right. So we are over here in Montana, guys. So we are how far away from our break? Our required break are we? We are 4 hours and 14 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at our map again. We need to find a rest stop before then. So we got one right here. Let's see how far away this is. This is 2 hours and 19 minutes. So that is a possibility. Let's see what else we got. We got we got a Peterbilt dealership in here. We do have an actual truck stop right here. We have a garage over here in what is this? Is this Billings? Yeah, I think this is part of Billings. So we got a garage over here in Billings too, but that's we got to take a couple of exits to get over to that. I don't know if we want to do that, guys. Let's see how far away is this. This is 3 hours and 7 minutes. I think that we can make that, guys. I think we can make it.
Ready to roll.
We're gonna shoot for that truck stop right there. And that might be putting us pretty darn close to our stopping point for the day. Now, again, we will be back on Friday, guys, with a all new steering wheel setup. We're gonna try and get. I'm gonna try and get my current pedals to work with that thing. I don't know if it's going to. Fingers crossed. If it uses the same connection, I don't see why it wouldn't. But you know, who knows? We might get lucky, or we might just have to use the new pedals that have been described as not as awesome as they should be. But you know, we will make do. Regardless, guys, we will make do. All right, so we are just trucking along here, guys. We got our cruise control set to 73. Let's try and kick this up. We want a little bit more buffer time to get into that our parking spot, because you guys know it's a little weird with the parking spots and having them register. Yeah, that is something. If I were to reach out to the developers, that would be like my number one thing. Would be you know, any parking space on either end of it should have a parking spot registered. So every single marked spot should be a registered parking spot. And like these other ones that have the it's not parking spots, but it's like a large shoulder style pull off area. That once you hit a certain part or a certain point past the fog line. So the white solid line on the right hand side of the road, guys, that's called the fog line. It's called that so that you should be able to find that line no matter how foggy it is. Now you may find yourself on the right hand side of that line, and there's plenty of roads out there that don't have rumble strips, guys. So that was the whole point of the fog line was roads that don't have rumble strips. If you find yourself in heavy fog and you really can't see anything, you can always find that fog line. Now you may find yourself on the right hand side, and that tells you I'm driving in the shoulder, and then you just need to move over approximately one lane position from there. Because trying to find the white striped line, it can be a little difficult depending on the fog, because it's not a solid, consistent line. So they obviously wanted to have it a different color to differentiate which side of the road you're actually on. So these are all visual cues, and these are all subconscious visual cues that you guys actually know. You just don't think about it. So they have the left side line painted yellow because that signifies like going past this will put you into oncoming traffic. So that will also tell you if you're going the wrong way down one of these types of roads, ones that are actually that have proper markings on them. So that is the whole point of the two-color system. There is an actual name for the yellow for the left side line. I, for the life of me, right now, guys, cannot remember what it is. I'm just totally blanking on it right now. But I do know for sure that right-hand side line is your fog line, and that is so that you can always find your lane on these highways in heavy pea soup, style fog. All right, so we had to get around this this Dewey pile truck here, guys. He's going just a little slow for our taste. We're trying to build up some buffer time. Dude's going 68, so he's a government truck at 68, guys. And that's all right, it's not his fault. So it seems like we're doing pretty good here, guys. We didn't have any crashes thus far in this session. I don't know if this was the issue, but I did find that there was a driver update for our steering wheel, but that was something to do with like Xbox force feedback. That had nothing to do with PC, so I'm not really sure what exactly that was all about. But it not to jinx it, and not to put the the cart before the horse, but that seems to have kind of alleviated some of this driver timeout issue. So that's what was the game crash, guys. That was it's not necessarily that the game was crashing. We had a driver timeout. So we just kept on getting driver timeouts, and that was crashing ATS. I was having crash issues with, dang it, man! It was something else that I was looking to try out. Supermarket Simulator, I think. I had some issues with that. So that is another one that I am currently working on and working through. I unfortunately need to do some more time in that in Supermarket Simulator to kind of build up the store a little bit more, so that we have a little bit more interaction and background music. Guys, I have like 3 or 4 hours into this game already, and it's silence outside of like when you're ringing up items and like running the cash register. Just complete silence. There's no speaker in the store, and like your patrons don't actually talk. They just have like little thought bubbles, which that's fine. This is a fairly small development company. Adding in the voiceovers and stuff like that could be problematic when you have multiple customers in there that are thinking or saying something. One could be saying, I think that this is too expensive, and then another one can be saying, oh, well, I can't seem to find this because it looks like it's out of stock. So then they'd have to figure out how to keep them from overlapping and talking over each other. And that would just add delays and stuff like that. So I can understand why it's just like a caption or a thought bubble. So that's I just got the speaker. I need to do some more grinding on that, guys, so I can build up a little bit more cash and expand the store just a little bit more, so we can get some more money going and all that. So that's a work in progress. We are dropping down to 65. So we're gonna drop this down to 67 there, as we're still trying to make up a little bit of time here. Yeah, we'll keep it at 68. 68's all right. Firefighter Simulator and Into the Flames. I kind of thought that Into the Flames was going to be pretty similar to Firefighter Simulator, which in a lot of ways it is. It is considerably more in-depth though. So it is something that I'm going to have to actually learn. and not just kind of try and wing it, because some of these mechanisms, like running the pump truck and stuff like that, are wildly complicated, guys. So I need to actually run through the tutorial when I am not super duper tired and exhausted, and you know, getting ready to go to bed. So we got that. With Farm Simulator, either we're gonna have to run some mods with it to make it good and interesting right off the bat, or I'm gonna have to do a little bit of grinding in that. The grind in that won't be nearly as bad. I can probably get something knocked out where we have some good content in 4 or 5 hours, and that's not a big deal. I play that game anyway. So we are going to have some, I know that Wednesdays were supposed to be random game Wednesdays, guys, but until we do our, and we've been trying, I've been trying to, but every game that I'm trying to do, we've been having that crashing and timeout errors, and it's just, a lot of it just doesn't like to work with the streaming and gaming on the same PC. So we're just gonna, you know, alleviate that issue and just do a dual PC setup. That's the easy way. That's the easiest way to fixing this, guys. And that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we are rapidly approaching this rest break here. An hour and 16 minutes, so we got plenty of time to fill this truck up right here. So we're gonna set our parking brake, put it in neutral, key off. Let's top off these tanks. We're about a half a tank. I'm thinking we're probably going to put about 145 gallons in there. Let's see how close I am, guys. Come on, 145, 145, 145. Dang it, 159. You know, and initially I was going to say 155, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to go over. I'm trying to win out here on The Price is Right. Oh, well. All right, guys, so we're going to key on, engine on, parking brake off. Let's put it back into gear. Now let's move over to our parking spot here. And before we go, maybe we'll go ahead and grab some trailers for a couple of our barns here, because I know we still got a little bit of time left, but I don't really want to move it on down the road in the middle of a break here. So we're gonna pull through up to this spot right up here, because this is a nice nose in and pull through spot. Come on, register. There we go. All right, guys, so we're going to throw it in neutral. We're going to set our parking brake. We're going to key off. We're going to hit enter and take our 10-hour break here. And there we go. All right, so before we take off, guys, we're not going to keep on moving this load down the road. What we are going to do, though, we are going to start supplying some of our garages with some trailers here. So I don't think that was the right one. Trailer manager. Let's take a look here. So we have trailers in McAllen, Denver, and Evanston. So nobody has been using these livestock trailers, guys. So we might sell these. I think we're gonna sell them, guys. They haven't been used at all. These have been, let's see, Ludovic, he's got those. Patrick has these. Old Timmy has them. Alicia's got that. Nils, I think it's Nils. Nils has has another set of those. Let's see. Now Molly's got our full wooden low boy. And Noah here, he's got our drop deck. All right, guys, so we need to get a few trailers here. So let's get something going here. So we want some fleet configurations here. So let's look and see what we got. So we have this full wooden low boy. You know what? We are going to go ahead and get another reefer going here, but we're not going to do the turnpike doubles. What I think we're going to do, we're just going to do a full-size reefer, and we're just going to set it up just like that. So we want the non-fleet configurated. Where are you? Refrigerated trailer. There it is, reefer. All right, so we're gonna customize this. We're going to configure this. So we're just going to do a single like this. We are going to do a reefer body. Now we want our 53-foot sliding. I think we want to do a 53-foot sliding, but you know what? Just to be sure that we can haul whatever weight we want, let's throw this 53-foot four-axle steerable. So that rear axle right there is a steerable axle, guys. These are known as drop axles or tag axles. So we will be able to they'll be able to drop those axles as needed with the weight of the load. So we were rocking the flare. What was it? Was it Horizon? No, it's not Horizon. Insight? No. Union. There it is. All right, guys. There we go. So we want our company black up there. I think this is yellow. Nope, we're going to do green on that. And then this is yellow. And this is yellow. There we go, guys. And look at that. That is nice and beautiful in our company colors. Let's go ahead and modify our trailer here. We want to throw our turbo cooler on there because we like our Turbo King. We're going to throw our exclusive markers on there. We have a nice black side. Oh, we want a painted side skirt. Well, yeah, we'll do the painted side skirt, guys. We're not going to mess with the rims. That just takes, well, you know what? Actually, nah, we're not going to mess with the rims, guys. We are going to go and get this standard door with the wind deflector so it gets a little bit better fuel mileage. Let's put these nice exclusive mud flaps on there and the nice exclusive rear bumper. Now we have our markers already set. We need to get our chassis front up here, and we want a painted side skirt up there. So this trailer, besides the rims, is ready to go. Let's go ahead and confirm that it's a $162,000 trailer, guys. It is $140,000 right off the bat before we added $22,900 to it, and that is without doing the rims and tires, guys. That is a whole lot. All right, so we need some trailers here. Chicago always is good. There we go. We'll throw some more there in Chicago. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's all set up. Now what we could do, I don't think we need to do insulated triples. That's a little much. What we can do though is we could do. Let's get a wooden lowboy double, and let's get that thing kind of set up here. So we're not going to do a double. We're going to do a triple here. So we're going to set this thing up for some massive weight, guys. So we're going to do a full wooden. I don't really like that aluminum down the middle. I like that wood in the middle. That way we, just in case, we can always nail in some blocking. So we want the biggest thing possible. We want articulated 9 axles, guys. This is set up to haul some real weight. All right, so what we are going to do, our flatbeds, we do in this armor green, guys. That's a nice military-ish green. That's about the closest that I can get it so far, or closest that I've found. It's a little harder to do the greens, like military greens on this right here. So it just doesn't quite come out right. Well, you know what, guys? That's actually, I like that right there. That's not bad. All right, so we're gonna set that as the preset over here. So this is going to be our flatbed preset, I think. Let's see if we can get this just a hair darker. Yeah, I like that a little better. So we'll set that as preset. There we go. All right, so we have our paint job set. Let's go ahead and change a few things here. So we're going to throw a standard. Now we'll use the aluminum. An aluminum thing right there. We're going to throw a wooden deck up on top of that just for a little bit extra of cargo space. Okay, now we can't do that, but we can add some mud flaps right there, which we should do anyway. And we're going to add the exclusive markers. We're going to put a deck up on top of this right here. We're not going to go and mess with the rims and tires. That's just, it's a whole lot of time to do that because we have a whole lot of tires on here, as you guys can clearly see. But we are just going to go ahead and get these things all modified up. So we want a warning flag right there. We want a oversized load right there. We're going to throw this exclusive bumper on there. We want these mud flaps right there. Now we can do either this beacon like this, or we can do the strobes like this. I'm kind of feeling the beacons. It's a little bit more visible, but the strobes look nicer. So I think we're going to do the strobes, guys. We're going to add our flag right there. And I believe that is it, guys. I think everything else is just... Oh, rear bumper. No, we already did that. We already got that one. Oh, we didn't get that one, though. So we're going to make sure we throw those mud flaps on there, and we want that rear bumper to be the exclusive rear bumper as well. All right, guys, so that is... And look at that. With all of that, and look at how big this thing is, this is still cheaper than that reefer trailer. Isn't that crazy, guys? All right, so we're gonna grab a couple of these too, and we're gonna send these. We're gonna send one over here to Minneapolis, and we're gonna send another one over to Pittsburgh. Yeah, we'll send over to Pittsburgh, and we'll grab another one, and we'll send that over to I guess Cleveland, guys. Why not? You know what, let's grab a let's go ahead and customize up one of these real quick. Now we could do a single, we can do some doubles, we can do a Rocky Mountain, we're gonna do turnpikes, but we're gonna do a single just to see how well this actually pans out. So we're gonna do a horizontal dump, belly dump. We're gonna make this a 45-foot trailer. Just because it is 45 foot and it'll hold all that doesn't mean that you have to. All right, so I'm going to do a custom color here. Oh, we have 2 color options here, guys. So we could just do all that. We just could do that. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a customized paint setup here. Now, why is it I don't have my color preset? Oh, there it is. Okay, it was just so dark I couldn't see it, guys. All right, so I'm thinking that we do a... Let's see how this yellow frame looks with our dark green body. Guys, I'm liking that, man. This is our company yellow and our company green. I'm kind of digging that, guys. That's some pretty slick color combination right there. That looks all right. Let's take a look at our front fender here. We're going to go ahead and add a painted front fender. Some nice mud flaps right there. What is this? Some markers. Yep. Let's throw some lights all over this bad boy. And what do we got right here? This is a rear fender. We're going to do the exclusive ones because that looks way nicer. All right, now we got our rear bumper here. We want the exclusive bumper, and we want the nice mud flaps on the back. What is this? Front mud flaps. We already got that. We already have our front fender, and we already have our markers done. So this trailer is done, guys. $75,000, all customized up. We're going to purchase that. We're going to send that to a few places too. So we're going to send one over here to Minneapolis. And then we're going to get another one here. We're going to send that over to Chicago. Then we're going to buy another one here, and we're going to send that over to Cleveland. And we're going to get one more, and we're going to drop that over there in Pittsburgh. And you know what? Just because. Oh, see, now I thought that we had one. I thought I had gotten the garage here in Wichita. I guess I didn't. All right, we're going to drop this trailer over here in Denver and just see how it does. All right, guys. So I think that's where we're going to call it here for the day, guys. So we got quite a bit done. We made it pretty far down the road. We got a couple more garages. Hey, Godless, thank you for following. We really appreciate that. That's so awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry, Godless. We're gonna be what we do. We do Monday, Wednesday, Fridays from 10 a.m. until 12:30. We are gonna be back on Friday. We are gonna have things that just to recap here. We're gonna have a nice new steering wheel setup. We're gonna have a nice new steering wheel set up here. It is a purpose-built steering wheel set up for this game and European Truck Simulator. We're gonna be getting a new camera angle to highlight our new steering wheel setup. We are gonna be switching over to a dual PC streaming setup, guys. I know those of you who have been here before have noticed that we've had some issues with some game crashing and some driver timeouts. I think that I think that I've kind of corrected that with at least ATS. But what we're gonna do, just to alleviate some stress on our gaming computer, we're gonna throw our streaming software and all of our camera software onto a second one and just push our stream and our feed like that. So that's gonna get set up over the weekend. So Monday we'll be back up with a nice dual setup like that. So it's gonna be great. If Godless, if you want to come back on Friday, you know we'll be starting up here at 10 a.m. So if you want to hit that follow button like you already have and make sure your notifications are on, you will definitely be able to catch us then. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it. I will never be back. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. There we go. All right. I can appreciate a good joke like that. It's kind of hard to tell that tone through text, but so yeah, if you want to go ahead and hit that the notification, we will definitely be back on Friday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. Nice new setup and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and call it, guys, and we will be back Friday morning, 10 a.m. Same great channel, same great place. Control Alt Simulate, signing off.
Control Alt Simulate. Said had a great time with everybody. See you Friday morning. Have a great rest of your day.